welcome to the Postman Day. Due to COVID-19, a lot of immigrant workers have been immigrated from abroad countries to India as part of Vande Bharat mission. But now, as we look into their lives, they have left with nothing. When Wilson Raju, a 28-year-old fisherman, came home on an Indian Navy rescue vessel from an Iranian island with some 700 Indians in July 2020, he was positive about rebuilding his life. We believed that our struggles have ended. We believed that the state will help us to rebuild our lives. But sad to say, nothing has happened till now. I feel disappointed, Wilson said. Wilson had gone to the United Arab Emirates through an agent in Tamil Nadu, paying $823 for a fishing job. From there, he was sent to Iran for fishing. When the COVID-19 outbreak struck Iran in February 2020, the Persian country and its neighboring states closed their borders. Wilson and his 700 friends were left stranded along the Iranian coast. As their employer was non-cooperative, Wilson and the others had to survive on one meal a day for 5 months, till India facilitated their return through the Vande Bharat mission, a rescue operation initiated by the Indian government to bring back stranded Indians from COVID-19 hit countries. Unfortunately, the stranded fishermen still had to pay $82 per head to return even on the rescue vessel. Wilson and his friends were paid by the employer twice between November 20 and March 2020. They were supposed to get more compensation, but the employer failed to do so. We had saved that money and it helped us to pay the Indian government to board the rescue ship, Wilson added. Since May 2020, the Vande Bharat mission has brought back some 40 lakh Indians till now from different COVID-19 hit countries by operating more than 1,000 Air India flights and 2 Indian Navy vessels. Upon returning, Wilson started to look for work. All he knows is fishing, so he repaired his small boat and started to go fishing. As it's a small boat, he can go only up to 10 nautical miles and fish. Sometimes he get a good catch and sometimes not. Wilson has loans of around $5,500. With interest, it is now around $8,250. Even though Keralites had begun migrating to Southeast Asian countries in the 1950s to the Gulf in the 1960s, the state still lacks effective rehabilitation measures for returnee migrants, say Kerala-based migrant rights activists. However, talking to the officials, K. Harikrishnan Nambutiri Noorka, CEO, said that for those who have returned, a skill portal has been set up where the returnees can upload their skills. Unfortunately, returnee migrants and migrant rights activists said they haven't heard much about the Norca plans. Following the COVID-19 crisis, the Philippines government initially allocated $52 million for overseas Filipino workers, including a one-time emergency cash aid of $200 for each worker displaced by the pandemic under the Abot Kamay Ang Pagtulong program. The Overseas Workers Welfare Administration also launched Project Ease, which provides educational assistance worth $8 million for college-level dependents of OFWs affected by COVID-19. Hubertson Tom Wilson, a migrant rights lawyer, said lip service by both state and union governments is not going to provide real help for migrants. India still manages migration with the 1983 Immigration Act, and it doesn't have a migration policy. We shouldn't delay in updating the Immigration Act and prepare a migration policy too, which will have credible reintegration plans for returnee migrants, Hubertson said. We cannot simply sit idle and ignore the reintegration and rehabilitation process. In the Philippines, migrants are recognized and called modern-day heroes. Migrants support our economy a lot. So, when they return empty-handed due to unexpected pandemic outbreak or any other crisis, we shouldn't let them down. We should be prepared to receive, accommodate and provide ways to rehabilitate them as they are heroes, Hubertson added.